been watching.
Personally,
Been hanging out with us.
I think Raze is better on this map, but
on the
fuck it.
Stream, beating them 2-1.
They have specific lineups and shit, I'm sure. So.
I mean, it's also.
Masters, which means there are only 2
I mean, they like their A explodes on TSM, it seems, and it gives them another ult to use to explode with on top of Wardell's dash, clear space. So I don't know, maybe it'll work.
Yeah, it is.
I also like drone on Phoenix more than Raze too. I think he's a better Phoenix than he is Raze.
Let's get off to a good start. They're going to be off on the attack to begin
I don't know. I only see him play Phoenix on this map.
And it looks like this could have the makings of a slower pistol. Just noting by having 3 players here towards the B side of the map, but the spike is just dropped by top mid. So that suggests that TSM are going to feel this out a little bit before they decide what they'll be doing with that spike. And starts off with that mid control. The forward dark cover does allow 100 Thieves players to kind of get flush to those close mid positions.
100 Thieves has a map advantage too. I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense coming from uppers, but
getting collected on the A side of things. Here. Again, we talked about stacking those orbs on the Phoenix, especially on this map. It's really powerful.
Right, and you're already seeing TSM prioritize that. They've picked up the spike, jiggled it, handed it off. Subroza, you did spot one player.
Oof.
Yep, 100 Thieves saw it as well. Ethan swings, takes.
Oh god. Oh, nice bunch of whiffs into a nice shot on Asuna. Jesus.
Asuna and getting away to safety. Kills traded on each side.
Yeah, quick reset into a fast rotation onto the B side.
Wait.
Onto that mid action. Oh, great.
Am I an idiot? I'm an idiot. Holy shit! I literally forgot that they played a map. Woohoo!
Nitro. And Hiko.
It's like I wasn't even there for Icebox.
Old CS veterans.
Oh my god, dude.
To see what they're able to
What is wrong with me?
Recon dart is always great. You can bank it on that tree at the back. Get some good coverage of some of those positions. However, if there are players in the boathouse, of course they will be obscured from that recon dart. And they know there has to be at least one player in B main, given how many there are at the moment.
It's just buying.
Wow.
Right, Cutler.
Smart by Cutler.
Welcome
all the way back. Triple peek and you dead, Hiko.
The floor beneath him, eating him alive. When Wardell swings out, takes care of him with the ghost. TSM win the pistol, and they do so, Dan, in pretty convincing fashion.
Definitely, and that's what you want to see.
It's so funny, dude. I literally, I watched
for TSM to make this really competitive. And
wow,
this is, of course, the way
that was one of my bigger brain farts in my life.
We've seen Steel with some shenanigans previously with that Sheriff making things a little bit complicated on Icebox, but we won't see that here. And I'd like to see that 100 Thieves will be prioritizing their economy. And this should be a straightforward anti-eco for TSM. Now, we did see the anti-ecos working out quite nicely for TSM until they didn't. And that was the turning point for Luminosity. And so if 100 Thieves have been watching any of TSM's matches, they will understand the pacing and the flow of TSM's movements. And you look at this beautiful, the ice orb onto
good
tiles,
idea to
to
play default here because they're aggressing mid.
Prevent TSM from working
get nothing from it.
Top mid at the same time.
And in that, you saw 100 Thieves.
Alright, I'm back. Hannah needed help with something.
They posted up so aggressively.
Did you help her?
Towards the middle of
I tried. I don't think I was any help.
What was the problem?
It's the rust overlay.
Really good about their chances over on B. Hazed has been there clearing stuff out. Now, as soon as he swings, not okay. It was just a hair late, right? Like if the smoke was there, it would have
robot.
He swings, the turret spots
Drone robot.
Drone robot, yeah, true, same thing.
To pull off, and now you see them start to rotate over. TSM should be able to get on to B just fine. And
wait, TSM won a pistol? Let's go.
Yeah.
Suboptimal weaponry.
Really well played by them, actually.
Yeah, this might get a little bit.
Did you hear me when I said?
See if 100 Thieves can get an entry and
never mind.
They drop a dark cover onto B main. There we go. It does start to get a little bit weird because do the TSM players in B main try to push out of B main, or they try to hold on to this and just wait for as long as possible? And that's normally what you would want to try to do. And there is actually a flank coming through, and so Subroza will be able to help deal with that, or rather, well, he goes down, but it was the bait. So ultimately, it works out quite nicely. A lot of time.
Relatively clean eeks.
Some good damage done though.
Yeah.
By 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and for that, I love ultimately, TSM gets out of there. When you put yourself in a position, how many times, Dan, have we seen a team, they get on to B, that's great, they assume their post plants, but they huddle up in boathouse, and especially in a situation like that where you want to ride the bonus into the next round and really blow up your finances, you get stuck back there. So for them, the round win, great, but the fact that they were also able to get out and survive and not lose anyone to the spike going off and potentially hurt their economy even more, I think is...
Damn, the double bulldogs, the Spectre.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Don't like those guns,
we see the full buy
but
round
it's a bonus.
And it might be a fast look here coming in from TSM in B main, heavy B main presence. And they're farming the orb there.
You're on his ult too, with that Orby.
And this is something that 100 Thieves will know. And 100 Thieves, they played A main actually. So
Ooh, they're pushing A main.
They can push A main because
they're falling back to A too.
On B, they're expecting a run it back play, which means that the rest of the team will be there to run behind.
Oh,
they're crazy.
Oh shit.
True.
The rotation coming in as well. So
loses the duel. Ooh, Asuna's massive there. 2 for 2 there.
From Asuna, picks up a second, and they get the
Do they clear this, Mike?
And Hiko's hiding.
They have to, right?
He's gonna get a chance.
Oh yeah.
Special here.
They don't.
Oh no.
They don't.
Nice shot.
Oh, this sucks.
Oh god, that was a big fight right there.
He had a molly, man. They could have cleared that easily.
He's gonna come back. He's gonna pick up the spike, and now he's left with the decision, right? He knows that they have some mid control at the hands of Subroza, or he can commit to A.
They see him. They know he's there.
And this,
right?
My dear friend,
they're gonna leave him for Ethan.
Oh my.
Right in the back of the head. The nice shot.
God.
Well, the spike's
okay.
Down, everything goes in favor of 100
Ethan gets a free too.
TSM really overthought that.
That's
yep.
So hilarious because
they outplayed themselves right there.
Looks like,
yep.
Happens all the time.
TSM with that position in pizza think that they have the 100 Thieves' number, right. But 100 Thieves knew that he was sitting there in pizza the whole time because Ethan's just holding this. So it ends up being actually an anti-play, if as it were. And 100 Thieves come out.
Now that I just thought about this, I didn't think about this. Someone said in my chat, but Steel running away caused that to happen.
They read so much info from
like he knew that he was there, and he let the dude hear him running away from spawn. God, that was Steel's so fat.
Yeah, Galaxy brain.
In the head. I don't mean like
physically, yeah.
Physically, he's lean, mean, rocket machine.
Really kind of opens things up. You can move with a very heavy degree of confidence. It may not have been there previously, but I want to keep a close eye on that because what 100 Thieves can do there is they start to condition TSM, right? Like, we know they're going to push A. We know they're going to push A. You start to invest some resources that way because you have to respect it, and then you can either hit into that or swing elsewhere.
I'm liking some of the early round tactical choices here from 100 Thieves.
That's funny. Now they're scared of that A push because they did it that round. They're always going to be thinking about. Oh. Through the smoke?
Moving towards mid now. There's a setup here on catwalk.
Huge nano.
Force Subroza through and gets a freebie, but Wardell's in the back. Crispy.
Double headshots coming out of the Blade Storm, and now with that,
what a fucking shit show.
Oh no.
There's the pickup of the frag to get passage to the bomb. Spike now is available.
My God.
Anymore though, that's so disgusting from hazed. Straight in
Hiko's
face. He has no idea. Yeah. He's expecting Steel to be on bomb.
Yeah.
Or not Steel, I'm sorry.
Nitro, yeah.
I can look at Killjoy, I think Steel, but I was supposed to be looking at Steel.
He couldn't have known though. There's no way to know where he was. Gamble.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dan, I think you said it best. He didn't have time, right? Like
no, like actually had no idea though. There's no way. There's so low time too. I couldn't even see the time because it was red, I think. I don't like that it's red. Not a fan.
But in that situation, the spike was
I'm colorblind, you know?
He wasn't anywhere near it initially, and then the clock continued to tick away, so his hand was forced, really. And as we mentioned, that's going to tie things up at 2 apiece. TSM here on the attack. They've got the lockdown, so they have the opportunity for something. They're also stacking pretty heavily towards A. Wardell.
Boomer vision.
The tip of the spear.
It's hard to see though, for real it is.
There, that's the cue. Asuna tries to swing to punish it.
Oh, fuck.
And he drops.
Blind ult gets one.
What's going on?
So
a lot of fighting. Not a lot of execado.
The back of the kill there from TSM.
What?
Droning past, trying to get.
Dude, don't even question it.
Excommunicado?
Yeah.
Did he just wallbang him? No, he didn't.
it's going to make life difficult.
I was just saying execado, like execute, but I didn't.
Quite easily.
Don't question it.
It's now creating some space for his team. And
wow.
It's still not clear if they are going to try to commit initially off of this, but Drone has the backside.
Such a good maneuver.
Jesus.
They announced their presence.
Just tapping out the boys.
Steel is still at B, by the way. Spike is down.
He doesn't want to get lurked on, man.
Spike is down.
He's not trying to get lurked on. He'll never get flanked. He's like Tyler.
Hiko has knocked him down to 41 health. There's just very little to do here now for Subroza. Ethan finally announces his position too, and again, that's just a masterclass in patience from 100 Thieves.
And I apologies, I misspoke earlier. It was the Asuna's swing there was great, right? The Hunter's Fury comes out from Hiko. Asuna swings at just the right time to try to catch him slipping, but Wardell, who was not in the initial lineup of the Hunter's Fury, holding that angle down with the op, he gets punished. But as you said, that wall is huge, right? That stuffs everything. They finally break through there, and Ethan, who I'm pretty sure he didn't move for that entire
Rose is having a quiet map,
round, right? Like once he hit that corner, he was just stuck.
It's only 5 rounds. You know,
really set that
rounds,
even more. Very well played by 100 Thieves. You mentioned the patience.
Ooh, he wants the nade.
Love it. The ice orb again combined with the pain shells to try to punish the orb pickup. You can see they're really trying to time it. And it's causing problems for sure. And it's going to buy time where they're stuck trying to get this orb play that allows the
They just know. They know they're grouped here.
It's been completely cleared.
They can smell it.
There's players around A main.
Smell
with
them.
being totally clear. Right this second, they're still very, very...
Good call. Leave it.
They feel like there's a huge sense of urgency towards A
Don't
main.
bother. No
But
need.
Now that there's time gone by, they sense that there's time for that rotation. And so you can see that Hiko is
said
putting
later,
some
I'm
attention
not going
towards
A main,
a
I'm
tree
going
position and
cat.
catwalk again. So 100 Thieves, reading the pace of the rounds.
Never mind.
Pretty effectively with their positions.
Actually, we're going mid.
All their attention on A main as well. And now it's down to TSM to break this tree position.
They don't have much as far as weapons go. They do have their end back in the lockdown. Be interesting to see.
No way.
Man,
it's all right.
Turns around, swings, gets into business, dispatches him.
Ethan and Steel, they got it. They got it. They got it.
Well, TSM
normally does not miss like that.
Wardell has just a sliver of health, but Cutler shock dart equalized things at 3 apiece. Steel pushing him through the smoke. He's gonna get a chance at one. Subroza pushes back. The problem is the clock continues to tick away. Nice shot from Cutler with the Sheriff. 9 seconds left on the clock. They have
holding
to
the line. Cutler is. I don't know, but whatever.
Drops. Steel goes in. The spike does drop. Steel with the shots. TSM just down to Subroza. On the other side of the smoke, one.
Rosa's waking up.
Down to 1v1. The Paranoia's got to come
Paranoia misses, and that's the reason he lost.
Bro, Paranoia sucks now. Stop trusting it blindly. Jesus.
Great performance there from Steel. You'd almost think that in that 1v1, you'd want to be tighter to the wall, and I think that's why the Paranoia was in that spot to kind of cover Steel, trying to
was about to win that too. As I said, he was having a tough go.
And that allowed him to complete.
So the
Dude, Rosa didn't need to do that. Play the bomb, you know?
And again, I think
Paranoid and
TSM as well. What they did was really smart. They
need to
very
fucking
slow
swing
pace
it.
to
You're
their
right.
round. Eventually,
just trusted it.
Walking up cat, and it's feeling like it's going to be an A hit, and they've completely cleared out any vision of tree with the dark cover.
Bro, like people literally
hazed there trying to sell it.
If Rosa's on top of scoreboard, Rosa God. If he's on the
B,
bottom, Rosa sucks.
That still didn't work out.
Welcome to chat.
The IQ, brother.
Coming through again, and 4-2 an advantage now as we move into this round, and it's a somewhat familiar start.
Wardell's in a
presence mid, presence A
spot.
main.
Gonna kill the jump spotter, maybe? No jump spot.
As well for TSM. Trying to see if 100 Thieves will give them anything early, but 100 Thieves less active than some of the previous rounds. And in seeing nothing there around A, you actually maybe think that there is a setup on tree, and that there's a retake play coming in. And given that 100 Thieves have a lockdown, that is the case. So TSM have enough information to know that it's all about tree control for TSM's for 100 Thieves' defense.
Actually playing site.
But they do have
You should run.
Oh, we got a Venn diagram.
There's the lockdown.
One gets killed.
There is a counter to
interesting
ult.
ult.
TSM has the ace in the hole that 100 Thieves does not, and that's the 100.
Venn diagram being made. A lot of fucking circles on the map.
Steel?
And there, your friends, is that Hunter's Fury. That's going to take care of the lockdown.
Steel is just hiding. He's fine.
That's going to give TSM license to get
on site.
That sucks. All the way in. As he gets up top, he's got a chance at something great.
Okay,
Here's
as I
something
say that,
special.
Subroza goes for the
Ooh!
third.
Line
Dude,
him up
the
and knock
impact.
him down. Subroza comes big.
Went
looking
for
a
4.
fourth.
I love
Asuna's
it.
gonna trade him out. He's left alone.
Yeah,
Man
Subroza
on an
sucks, right,
island
guys?
in a
Shut the
1v4.
fuck up.
Asuna with 8 health left too. He's gonna swing. Great timing as he takes care of drone, but again, that is just one of many steps he's gonna have to take if he wants to win this round for 100 Thieves.
That was some unorthodox killjoy
charging
ults
up his ultimate
from
with
both
some
sides.
Additional kills
Yeah.
is it's gonna be very valuable.
What, they were trying to like outbrain each other with it. I don't know. There's like some strats behind both.
Squeezing out as much value as possible. Might not be too much left to squeeze out. And you got to credit 100 Thieves for just recognizing off of that drone info on A. Like it's all well and good for us to sit here with the bird's eye view. We have all the information. I can be like, the tree setup is what the defense is playing for. And you look at that, and then you see that they actually drop a lockdown in mid to pull the killjoy out of tree so that they don't have the timings that they need to actually successfully retake, and that creates a space which completely destroys that setup. So it's actually amazing how intelligent that is from TSM to do that.
Oh no, the Bucky.
100 Thieves going a bit aggressively here. They've got the Bucky, and well, it's not going to be in commission for long. Hazed.
It's an Hiko, whatever.
Fine. You see the dart. I believe there was a paranoia as well. Either way, well handled by TSM.
And 100 Thieves actually have a res available here, so unfortunately, it's not a very resable position, kind of deep on B main. And I like this in the sense, I'm not sure how much it factors into the decision making, but finishing on a B play here does deny that res at all.
I love it. Patience.
They'll actually catching the rotation there.
Cheating. He's cheating. Oh, cheat. Whoa.
He's cheating.
Oh.
It just happened. Let's get the witch hunt going.
And the thing is about that is
Worked
that
out,
they know
boys.
that these know exactly what they're doing now, which is why they have that forward.
Oh my god, he just spammed both of
It doesn't
them.
really matter if it
Hello?
have Subroza spraying through the smoke and landing through headshots.
Clean
Always very nice to see.
Eco round.
Frag right at the end.
Anti-eco,
There,
I
but 4-4
mean.
is the score is yet TSM, finding some success here, Doug. They're looking a lot better, and I think it's that previous round with the lockdown thing that impressed me very much. That's just a reminder of how well TSM can read the game.
Yeah, and that, I mean, you really, it's fun to, and oftentimes at this level, it's easy to point to like one round where things go sideways, right? Like we did it on this very map with TSM and Luminosity, where we pointed to that one specific round and then things turned very quickly. That very well could be something that has a drastic impact on the landscape of this map. As we're tied up at 4-piece, TSM
Nitro's fucking ballsy, man.
a bit slow, but they're showing something towards B. You see that smoke.
I love how
across the
confident he
middle,
is.
Much like we've seen before, Wardell's going to take Cat. TSM in control of the middle of the map. As they follow.
Timing. Oh.
Man, that was like a millisecond
Pretty
off
scary
of
though,
being
lots of
disastrous
presence
for
there shown by
Ethan.
Wardell, even if he misses the shot. Also movement coming in from TSM though towards B main at the same time, and mid as well. So it does.
Steel
feel
gets an
like this
aggressive
kind of
aim
thing for
pick.
especially with that push from Steel, that info play. He picks up Hazed, and Hazed has been lurking. So that's a huge tell.
Right, Steel isn't
here
using a
in the hands of
shotgun.
100 Thieves as to what TSM are doing. So TSM
His
are
usual
in
go-to.
a weird spot because they're going to be
B
know
split,
that-
Omen
they know that their
TP's back
opponent's
boathouse,
coming
or
out,
are they just going to do it
it's
dry?
fair to say. So it's gonna be
Interesting
hard
that
for
they're
them
sending
to
Wardell
pull
on
this
the
off,
market
but they just
side of
have to
things.
go for it.
for a
Doing
B
it
split.
dry.
See if it's going to work
This
out.
spot's
They've got to
actually kind of nice.
in the middle of the map.
Yep.
That's the one silver lining for them. But Asuna's
Wow.
able to hold it off just fine.
Without
Nitro does his well.
and the
Get
fucking
away.
assist team, Jesus.
That was actually a sick
Firing
wall.
squad from
I like
100
that.
Thieves. TSM, you mentioned that.
Actually been really good with those, I've noticed.
Yeah, Nitro's walls in this BO3 are way better than the last BO3 yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. They just knew exactly what was going to happen, and it's such a dance in terms of the information.
I wonder if they came up with some new shit, or it's just
so far,
working out
100
better
Thieves actually
today
said that
because
both
they're
doing
actually
a
falling
good
into the
job, but
wall,
there are
you know?
certain spots where when you get into
It's the only
that point
time
where
you'll
there's
feel
only
the
so much
importance
time
and
left
impact
on the
of a
clock,
wall
it
is when
eliminates so
there's
many
actually
options
people
for you as
behind
a
it.
team, and your opponents will then be able to
They
read
come
you
into
much
that
more,
site
so
or whatever.
it can get tricky. And it looks like we're going to start with off here for
Cheeky
TSM.
spot
A lot
last round.
more presence towards this A main position.
Whoa.
And the orb is collected. They're onto
Weird.
Steel
That was weird.
Doesn't get the run it back off the bat, though.
I think it was double paranoia is why. Oh, Steel is
fucked. Onto the site. Hazed, there's Steel, excuse me, had to look at the Omen ult, and he
I don't really like any of that, honestly, from 100T.
Oh no! From Asuna, just
Ethan should have got the kill and TP'd.
But TSM had gotten onto the site.
Oh my god.
Well done. High Warlord, rank 14.
As Cutler gets spiked
Security
down,
ult? Nope. He decided against it. And good decision, because he doesn't need it.
Yeah, it's a good thing that he hesitated on the lockdown in the end.
Great round.
Like it's going to be a pretty easy cleanup with all said and done. Great stuff there from TSM. As you say, you know, really cool entry. The way that the timing worked out, because the pace was much quicker than it normally is, Steel was not really expecting to be caught in the way that he got caught. He was really out of position. And as you say, that Omen ult was a very strong punish for Steel. He was there at that timing the round by himself.
Right.
So fantastic punish coming in from TSM to equalize the score 5-5, and this really is a close game at this point. A couple rounds left in this first half, and again, you know, if you guys missed the first map, TSM got blown out of the water.
Oh, hazed is farming right now. Jesus.
To stand a chance to qualify for Masters.
TSM has a lot of ults here.
The C supports farming.
In the pockets of TSM, 3 impactful ultimates as well. Meanwhile, 100T currently don't have that same luxury. No heavy aggression, and you know, it was interesting. Steel had played the op on this exact same spot. The
joke's over, you're dead. He knows he's here too.
2 rounds ago now, gonna have the Vandal drone using the back. Exactly where to peek. What value out of that run it back as he takes care of 2.
I feel like you just want to save here, right?
Yeah, that's
like,
really awesome.
I would just call it early.
Completely clearing out the ace.
You could try to fish for one. Try to fish for a kill here. If you get one, maybe go for it. But
fucking shotgun, so you will get one. Wow.
With a huge punish. Really working on a retake here now. Here comes Nitro from the back on Cat, but
all right, that's the say. Never mind, he's got a judge. Who cares?
Asuna trying to do what he can with the satchels, but TSM
they get one, but
indeed. Actually, the lockdown will be burned right at the end, but still looking good here for TSM. Late.
They security lockdown.
Yeah, they didn't need the Killjoy ult, but they really wanted that round.
Yeah, this was my concern. 100 Thieves.
Damn, their money. Wow.
They don't have any money. They're going to bring in a Bucky.
2 Buckies, a judge, a sheriff, and 1 rifle.
It's looking like that save call should have been called.
Yeah, they should have saved.
This final round and a half. Meanwhile, TSM, they're going to have an op in the hands of Wardell, and they're going to have rifles across the board. And, I mean, they're sitting on so much money, they could buy probably 2 rounds of everything at this point and be fine, but certainly not ideal here if you're 100 Thieves. I want to keep a close eye to see how they play this out, even given some of that deficit. The battle between Steel and Hazed on a long continued...
Are you still signed to any orgs?
No blood has been shed.
I mean, if I was, they would have the worst contract of all time, because...
On the kind of
do you see any org promotion from me? Imagine that. Imagine being signed on an org, but the contract is just so bad in the org's favor that the person that signed doesn't say anything about it.
Ooh, that timing sucks, but double peek in mid is massive.
Wardell actually just gets
Wardell loses life.
Timing. It's just unfortunate. You just can't predict that. And that's going to be a way in for 100 Thieves. Now, again, we talked about having your options limited. And right now, the options are very limited for TSM because they have lost mid control. The only control they have is B main. And so they're almost forced at this point to reset with no time on the clock and run to A or through mid.
This is not looking good for TSM this round.
There's no good option right now for TSM.
Their time is low. They're kind of scrambled. Killjoy's back at fucking mid. There's like half a wall in B.
They're suggesting the reset into mid. Or
Nitro probably still has Sage slows. The second any presence is shown.
TSM has...
Oh, nope.
All right, this is going
Nitro's got a Teagle.
Nitro gets 1.
He gets 1 too. Rosa plays no off angle and wide swings. I don't like that either by Rose.
He gets onto the site. He is not going to get the spike down. He is going to swing. Hiko.
They won the scuffed by.
At the beginning proves to be too much for TSM as 100 Thieves take the last round of the half.
I'm trying to think, what would you...
The closing half.
I think maybe the right call is when they saw their money and they saw that their buy was going to be really, really low, maybe think about doing some sort of mid split, some mid walk, maybe just literally walk all the way to their spawn and just go for range fights, maybe. I don't know.
Did not do that.
I'm just trying to think. There's a lot going on and there's a lot of thoughts happening when you're playing. Like maybe you didn't even notice their money was that low. Or maybe, I mean, you never know what they're going to buy. Some people might just buy a Vandal with no armor. They won't buy a Bucky. They won't buy a Judge. They'll buy a Vandal, no armor. So it's kind of, you never really know.
I mean, you saying taking range fights is probably the best play. But going B ended up being like, I mean, it's really fortunate that Nitro got one, though, too, with his Deeg.
True.
Like, if he doesn't get one, that round could be totally different. Also, the way that Subroza peaked B main was bad. You just needed to be patient. Got a little overzealous.
So that's 6-6, right?
Yeah. 6-all.
It's been so many 6-6 halves.
I'll be right back.
This is crazy, man. One of these teams isn't making it to Masters. It's either 100 Thieves or TSM. Honestly, after today, I don't think I'm going to watch any more matches. Like I said, I only care for watching the matches of the teams that actually have a chance to qualify for Masters. Once those qualies are done, the tournament's done, in my eyes. Maybe not in your eyes, but in my eyes, the tournament's done. So this might be my last day for watching this, you know, this challengers.
We're 5 seconds
whatever
away from seeing how things play out. Now, a quick.
They have another chance, right? No. This is it.
Down 1-0, losers.
This is the losers bracket.
Wins,
so
they go on to Master. Or well, TSM wins. We force map 3. TSM loses. 100 Thieves goes on to Masters. TSM out for the tournament.
Yeah, really fast approach here from 100 Thieves, straight through to Marved.
ooh, they could smell Rosa.
Oh, he wants to find that timing on the flank.
They were aware of it too. If you walked through, you would have died.
Nope, it is gonna get
holy
smoked.
shit.
As I say that, 3 players
Look at Steel, dude. Keeping
on site.
these people at bay.
Like
Spawn and top
Well,
mid. They were so
They have all
great.
the info. They know one's B main and one's mid. Huge.
Like,
And down to Wardell here.
Steel didn't even need to do anything. He just had to stay alive
Just
there.
have some
Yeah.
assistance coming
And
through.
he won the round, or helped win the round, I guess.
6.
I mean, he got enough info.
But I don't like
But
the look of this.
still,
This
if he
is
stayed
not
alive a
really
little
good.
longer, it
Both
would have
gonna
been
be
a
coming from
security.
main.
This is going to be a
Holding
rough
tight to the
retake from
side.
TSM. They just know where both of them are, dude. Oh, man. They have no idea.
I mean, they kind of have to huddle in. And TSM
Okay.
go in.
A little unnecessary, but hey.
Dash across. 100 Thieves holds them
I didn't really
off.
see
They
any
win
way
the
that they were winning that
No.
round from that position.
That's a good start.
The only way is if the enemy team throws the round by
I always
overextending
like
and
the,
peeking.
Very fast mid, and then to market pushes is always a lot of fun. And
I can tell you,
it's pretty
100
simple
Thieves.
as
100
well.
Thieves
So
ain't going to
you can
overextend and
quite
over
quickly
peak.
Be able to split up the defense quite nicely and not have to force your way through the B main choke point altogether. And we're going to get. Oh, there's no
Wait, why
Ares
does Masters not
I always like
matter
the
in
Ares
Shroud's
pickup in
eyes?
these
It
situations
does.
from-
That's
he's
exactly
one
my
of those
point. My
players
point
that
is
he'll use all of
Masters
those
is the only thing that
weapons.
matters.
So the guy in the
So
Ares
after
will
today,
find which
nothing
spots
else
to find,
matters. You feel?
to use those weapons and
For
always
this tournament specifically, for challengers.
Nothing doing here. Also, no shenanigans, no Ares from, we usually see a Sova playing
I've been
B
Sag
with one of those weapons. Certainly
all
not gonna be
fucking
the case
yesterday
out
and
there
today because of T1.
from
Now I'm about to be Sag for TSM.
Yeah.
There's too much Sag going on.
But at least you can root for 100 Thieves.
is open.
True.
But you see,
I mean, I am rooting for
TSM
TSM in this, but I do think 100 Thieves is gonna win it,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Rotate back over towards heaven.
I mean, you could accept the fact that they are looking like the better team in this BO3.
Yeah, 100%. I can, from a rational standpoint, like, yeah, 100 Thieves is
they're
looking
not
like a
willing
better
to go
team.
out and get info because they have B main.
But it
control,
ain't over
so
till
they're
it's
just gonna
over.
sit on A, and the B main control is going to be have to be everything, because if they push, then they're in a spot where they're going to likely give up a frag. So they're just pushing it to chance right here on TSM, and sometimes it might work out. Classic, not quite getting the frag that Drone was looking for.
30 seconds left.
He has bought enough time here.
It's
especially with
exciting
this
time
dark
for
cover on
Valorant.
B
So
main
many
position. They're
people
gonna have to
watching
force
He's
these
trying to get out of there,
matches.
dude.
Masters will
Otherwise,
be
they
fun to
allow the
watch.
defenders of TSM
Glad
to
to
get
see the game
rotation
getting
This
into
angle's
for
fucking
esports,
sick.
makes
Hello?
the future going
Great
well.
Nitro,
That's
man.
lovely there for Nitro. Bulldog able to get some
Oh
angles,
my
but maybe
God.
a little bit more space to play with. They're actually going to challenge that angle.
Dude, Nitro and his walls, man.
100 Thieves will be able to
Nitro's
clean
walls
everything
have been
up there.
huge.
Yeah, there we go. TSM.
Thank you for the
unfortunately,
donation,
wasn't able to
Wes.
get kills out
Thank
of
you,
it,
thank
but
you, thank you.
ultimately, 100 Thieves played that pretty well, and we moved to 8-6. Now into the rifle rounds. A couple Spectres and Bulldogs will still be hanging out, though, but ultimately...
I mean,
this
honestly,
is,
it's a big thanks to
this is where
Nerd Street
TSM needs to
Gamers for
start
letting me
making their mark,
watch.
and it's always hard.
They were
But
super
on the
chill about it.
balance
They
of
just
that
said,
100%, it is
add the
hard
banner,
to take
bottom
the-
right.
Ginger ale.
Yeah, I
That's
wanted-
it.
so
I was like,
he
okay,
saw
I'm down.
The ice orb into the nades. Keep a close eye on that on B main because Asuna's one
Dono
point
walled.
away
Sag.
from
What's up?
having that showstopper. So I wonder if they're going to
Okay.
play for that. To see the smoke coming out.
Sorry, I had to Dono wall you back.
Asuna's
Got it.
Do you like
around.
rail?
No ice
Rail?
orb this time around. Looking to be a
No,
bit more quiet
ginger.
about it, but that's certainly
Ginger
still
ale. I haven't had
what they
ginger ale in
want.
forever,
Asuna's gonna
dude.
get
That's a
his
Canadian
hands
thing.
on that showstopper.
We get one right now.
Is,
Canada's
like,
Canada
that
Dry.
is a game around
Canada
the
Dry.
ultimate, especially in a situation where the attack is trying to ride
Ginger
the
ale,
points and
Jesus.
really ruin the opponent's economy. That's a
I love
big
ginger ale.
Ginger ale was my
Yeah,
home
we see
remedy
the reset
for
off of
stomach
that-
aches.
That B main
Works.
will pick up.
The American one is 7-Up or Sprite.
Leading up to Catwalk,
Carbonation's
and-
really
and
good for stomach
It's just
aches.
enough to just pop the showstopper and not even fire it, and it will clear out players from
Space.
positions as they fear getting caught by it. So that kind of power to that ult, as well as you see it with the run it back, where people will run away from it
Right.
because they don't want to fight it. It's the same kind of effect. So we'll see.
What is 100 Thieves thinking
we'll see a
here?
look on that, I think, around this tree position.
Asuna gonna ult
possibly.
up
It depends on
to garden
what
or to
setups they
site?
otherwise would like to use. So it's
Site.
all about also in this game.
I would
understanding
Might not
Assume
even
site.
ult, actually. They might
what is
just...
the
Oh,
best
there it
never
is.
mind.
utility.
Right, it
And
is
indeed,
as
we're
well.
gonna see it used for
Will
the
Dead.
skip
entry
trade.
there.
Yep.
Asuna able to get it off onto Wardell. That's a huge pickup as well. Wardell not able to dash away in time.
Uh-oh.
However, TSM looking to hold on to
Uh-oh.
things here as 100 Thieves failed to
Did
make their way into the site with the
Omen not
spike.
have smokes?
Not only that, but they drop it into
He had to have
terrible
smokes,
spot
right? The
where
100 Thieves
TSM has
Omen,
control,
Ethan?
right?
I'm not
It's
sure.
just down to
Could've been
Nitro
out.
there, and they can just squat on it. A huge
Well
three-hit
done,
there.
TSM. Well
Rolls
done.
up to stop
Nice
the
little bonus.
TSM get back on the board.
They only got 2 on their bonus, right? 100
Result
Thieves.
from them is that it was a good round, I think,
Uh,
in terms of how both
Only got
teams
2
played it.
kills, so it didn't hurt their money
Yeah.
too much.
But TSM hitting their shots, and it's good to see. In terms of the ultimate economy,
What's
here,
Wardell
we can see
thinking?
that
He
they
has,
have a slight edge.
oh, he has knives.
Hiko, one
He's
of
just gonna
the
knives then.
Hunter's Fury, and we see the blades ready for
Leave
Wardell,
some
which he
moolah.
might choose to get so that he can have an operator in the following round. And I am curious of TSM's philosophy against 100 Thieves here, because a team that's very default heavy, there's a lot of value if you have good tactical setups to disrupt their defaults. And we can see here that 100 Thieves put a lot of presence towards A main to get that A main
No
orb
ults.
control.
Only util.
And in the previous round they did this, but they did it towards B main. So they have this like pocket of players looking for the orb control.
Sell
and they
in
usually
an
reset off of
A?
it.
And
So
yeah, I think they're trying to
default
sell an
plus
A and go
drone
B.
feels very
Oh
scary.
my
Feels like
god.
the push is going to be coming in, but the spike is actually towards the B site.
One knife left.
Wardell here, if he can continue to get a couple of those picks, the fear is gone.
Shot him like the
and
ankle,
you
dude.
handle that aggression, but the thing is, look at the mini.
Hiko's gonna fall back, and it's just gonna be Asuna alone.
Hayes is the last one, kind of staying.
Oh,
No,
Hiko's not falling at all.
Not falling at all.
The play is on
Oh,
A, but
they
it's
have
not.
B.
The gig's up. Nitro gets
Leave,
another
Hiko,
one on
leave.
Hayes.
Jesus.
Now Drone has
I
to
think he should have
rotate
left
back, but
ages
the
ago,
wall's gonna be up. He's
but
not gonna have a way
whatever.
in.
He was supporting Asuna, I
Meanwhile, the
guess.
spike is going to go down.
To really
TSM
sell
are
it.
scrambling as they try to book it back towards B as soon as they can.
Hayes didn't fully rotate, but he was
Yeah, and
playing
they got
spawn
info as
and
to
just got
where
owned
every
in the
100
duel,
Thieves
it looked
players,
like.
actually was as well, because they had the steps running away from A main, and they spotted 2 and B, so they had all the info.
This
See, right there?
util, bro. Oh my
Pretty good guess that server's coming through B
goodness.
main or late mid.
Oh my
And
god.
there's that ult, so now they know precisely where the server is. Eco with that very annoying Hunter's Fury.
Oh
Try
my
down here.
god, he got so
Control it. He's gonna
lucky.
have to fall
Yep.
back and try to keep himself just alive. His
Yo,
presence is
steal
more
is
than him
kinda
trying to
nice.
Take a fight, doing a lot of damage, and TSM are
You know what's
struggling to
funny
make their way
is,
in.
remember when you
Just
pointed out
Subroza's the last
earlier,
man
Steel
standing,
never
and there
rotated?
you go.
Till the bomb was
Great
literally
hold coming
like,
through from 100 Thieves.
you know, he
Yeah.
didn't rotate
The
until it was full
were
committed that it was
fantastic.
all there. If Hayes
In
did
that
that
round.
right there,
They really
Or if
sold
Steel was
that
in that
A hit,
position,
and,
he
I
probably
mean,
would have
you
won the
can't
round
blame
for his
TSM.
team.
You
True.
really
And wouldn't have
can't.
made it out to spawn.
I mean, the writing
Crazy,
was
man.
there, right? Like
That
you saw
little amount of
everything that would
patience
lead you
goes
to
a long
think
way
that
there.
It was just so well played by 100 Thieves, and then the post plant was great as
I
well.
mean, Steel's
Hiko
brain
using
is
the
just
100
huge.
to really
Like,
draw
really.
attention away
So
from
true.
TSM, because like you said, Dan, they have to respect that. They have to go towards that. Keep an eye on Nitro and Steel here. We've seen how much 100 Thieves is willing to play around Ultimates. They have 2 members away from Ultimates here.
Oh god.
There we go.
It's
TSM
Fox drone there.
looking to hold
Holy
on to this
shit.
main control, but this time they won't be able to make that work out, and that is quite difficult. And you can see right now that TSM...
It's gonna really hurt their money if they lose this.
They know that they have to do something.
Wardell
here.
have an off.
I'm actually curious if they're going to push this, because they do need
No.
I feel like they need to get info somewhere, or they need
Got a
to
vandal or
scout
something.
something. That's usually what you want to do in a situation like this.
Right.
And they've got that control now towards A main. So they just spotted that there's nothing there. But there's a problem here, because if you don't see Gelato, this is exactly what can happen. A team can think, well, they just
the
played A
aggression.
main, so they're going to go back, and now we're going to get the timing on the site. But in fact, Wardell sticking around makes the difference, and he
Oh.
killed the dash to safety
man.
too. And just like
Massive
that, TSM
dick
swings
play
things
right
back
there.
in
Holy
their favor.
shit.
The spike's down, 100 Thieves are at a spot where they can easily pick it up and then decide where they want to play things out. Also, keep an eye on Ethan. He's taking cat control. This could be a devastating pinch.
It's all on
the
Ethan.
A if the timing
This is
right.
literally
They
all
have
on
to
Ethan to
have
win this round.
somebody. Hiko, come back, pick it up. Ethan's there on tree. He's able to get one, just one left on this side. Subroza by
Asuna
himself, a
hard
man
clears it
left
too.
alone, and a man dead.
Ethan got, I mean,
100
if
Thieves have
Ethan doesn't
control
get that
of
kill, they
site.
lose the
It's
round.
just alone here in a 1v3.
Maybe.
The spike goes
Okay, I
down.
really got to
He's
pee, but this
healthy,
game is
and
fucking
he's got mobility,
close.
He's got plenty of armor. He's
Woo!
got the opportunity to do this
They're
here.
playing this so
but he's
well
gonna
on the
have
post
to go
plant. Not
back.
giving
No,
them
no
anything.
way.
Off
No win
the
for
site.
Hazed.
The darts there.
Oh!
Okay,
Okay,
dude.
Wow.
Wow.
Ethan stops the
That was
clutch.
impressive.
No, that's
Just the individual
TSM
skill right there
win
was
the round for
impressive.
100
Yeah.
Thieves.
Great effort from Hayes, though. That he made something that was truly
I almost
impossible
jinxed
look
it.
very doable. And
He almost
well,
fucking
that's
crouch
gonna be
peeked the
another
guy in
round over the
main
back
too.
of
That was
100
close,
Thieves,
man.
And they are already a map up in this best of 3, and they're looking pretty damn good at the moment. TSM, it feels similar to the game against Luminosity, where you feel like TSM is doing a lot right. You know, TSM in that previous round, they lose a player early on.
I can expect on this round, kind of doing a dry. I can expect 100 Thieves kind of do dry fights together. Never let the Sage go first, though. Let someone else go first and then get a res if somebody goes down. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. That's what I think is going to happen. Maybe they'll just dry fight B. I'm not sure, but
They're securing the orb at B right now.
Just seeing Steel is a big tell as well. You know, the Killjoy. You know, Steel is lurking
Steel
in
just
most
holding the
cases, in
fucking
most
push.
setups.
Gets one, falls back.
And I
Looks like
like
B's
to see
right.
Ethan just dropped a smoke on top cat. Kind of.
You think it's gonna be
biding
dry
the
though?
I think they're
straight
gonna. I think
up,
they're gonna.
going
They're gonna
mid.
walk in. I don't think they're gonna burst in, but we'll see. Oh, Killjoy ult. Never mind. They want this round. They want this round. Security. Security ult. Oh, they're breaking it. Oh, the whiffs. He missed it. He missed it.
Just enough to keep them back. Swings out,
Dead
takes care of
they
it.
are.
Hayes has to drop back. But the thing is, there's nobody watching from CT here. This is the exact same play we saw last time. They're prevented if somebody's watching in CT.
you know,
the defending side. Nobody was there this time around.
They wanted the dub.
Take care of the player detained and really
Dude,
blow
that's
the
so
round
good
up.
for their
Full
money,
split
man.
for 100
Nobody
Thieves.
died.
They continue to push the matter as they continue to put the
Holy
finishing touches on
shit.
this series and continue the road to Masters.
Oh my God.
Yes,
This
it's a
is
tough
it
one
for
too,
TSM.
because
This is their last chance this round
crazy
right
that
here.
100 Thieves have the luxury to be able to burn.
It really, I mean, it really is their
the
last
ultimate
chance.
Advantage. They've got a res, a
Yeah.
showstopper. There's the, you know, the Omen TP
I
as
mean,
well.
100
which
Thieves
is,
just is
we've
playing
seen
really
how
well.
powerful
Mhm.
that can be. And especially on the attacking side, for entering sites or for doing.
And it
face,
doesn't
stuff
even
like this.
seem like it's
And then you know, TSM, all they
too
really have
much
right now to
special
work off
shit.
of
It just
is
feels
maybe
like
the retake game.
it's just
And, you
standard
know,
stuff,
you
and
playing
they're
like
just
heavy tree setup
winning
with
the fights.
Killjoy to retake A.
That one round
allows
was
them
impressive,
to
though.
do a variety
The A
of other
fake,
things.
the
They
Asuna
Oh,
Hiko
yeah,
fake.
yeah.
That was a big round.
Main
That was a
control
very
once
big
again.
round.
Well, that was like
And
the only one I could
100
think
Thieves have
of.
shown time and again that when
You
they
sure?
take aiming control like this, they may make it look like they're going to pressure and then push onto a
Here
site.
he goes. He's gonna
That's
open up the site.
hasn't often been the case.
Right.
And it looks like they may even just contact in.
Oh, they're walking in. Never mind.
Wow.
Asuna goes
Subroza's
in.
so
Asuna
mad.
doesn't connect, but Ethan does.
That
He takes care of
sucks
Subroza,
so bad,
but they
dude.
get onto the site. Now you see members from
Well,
TSM
they have a
working
Killjoy
their way up
ult
towards
on
heaven.
TSM,
Also, keep an
so
eye
it's
on
not
Hazed.
completely
He's
over
treed.
yet.
He's left unchecked. Also, on
I
top
just
of
don't
that,
like
you gotta keep an eye
what
on
Rose
Seal,
is doing.
who's on the-
That's just
who is on
individual
the
plays.
excuse me, the lockdown comes
If
out.
you know you got a Killjoy ult, you're playing retake. It's as simple as that. Don't go in there and throw your life away. Just don't.
Leading the way as Asuna looks for more.
No.
Hazed and Cutler get a couple apiece.
Uh-oh.
Nitro
They're detained. They have to push.
and stays alive for now.
Oh, good play, Ethan.
dude,
Good play.
Getting fucking ult there was huge. He bought time for his team to get undetained as well.
That's it, dude.
I mean, 100 Thieves just played that to a T. That was crazy. Asuna got aggressive upper and just fucking everyone pushed for that ult, didn't get it.
And that was huge.
Ethan
That was a huge
TP'd under
kill from
Balk.
Ethan.
I mean,
think that protected it, Hiko and
And just
Nitro.
held his fucking
Timings, of
teammates
course,
so they
would
couldn't
be
get
tight,
pushed
but
during the
GSM,
detain.
you know, it was
That was
so
just
much
so
just
good.
to hold on
Yep.
the tree, to have
Wow.
something for them to work off of on the retake, and that was it. The lockdown got dropped.
Over peak,
and he
like he
didn't
just bought
convert.
time. That's so.
And now they're looking at a horrifying situation.
And that's the little things that people don't notice. A lot of people don't notice what went so right there with Ethan's play.
Yeah, he just didn't overcommit. He's buying time so his teammates in main can win the round.
Have armor. This is
because they're detained.
a very bad situation for TSM.
Very bad indeed. Seeing Wardell pop that Blade Storm, try to take some early control towards B main, ensure there's nobody pushing up. And it's interesting, you usually see Steel in this spot where Asuna is, where you see the spike.
Okay, Hazed. Okay, dude. What is this?
Personnel
They're going off
elsewhere.
cat.
Steel's the one who's
That's why.
usually on the lurk, but this time
Oh,
Asuna was holding things
so
down.
he's
Hazed
feeling
goes
it right now.
big in the
This
middle
is
as
the
he
tilter
gets
strat
two
though. Just fight mid.
numbers
Fuck
in
it.
favor of TSM here.
He's rolling back the years. Oh my god, he is just crushing in this series, and that's going to force the rest to come out, and that's going to force the swing. They want to
Hey,
punish that
relax,
rest. It's just
dude.
scary because
Relax,
deathmatch
this
right now.
guy.
Beautiful
He said,
work
"Fuck
from
this."
and
Bro, he
is
literally
still
just threw his
confident
life
holding
away
out
and they
there.
couldn't
No
kill
fear,
him for it.
23 health. There's only
He
one
actually
man
wanted
left
to
standing,
die
it's
there.
Hiko,
Sad.
And Hayes does not care. He just wants to shoot everybody in the face. And here comes the late lurk through from Wardell.
Surely not, right?
Ah, the
Oh,
brain.
Hiko.
Well, there you go.
That was sick.
Hiko gets one onto Wardell. He's got the spike.
There's no way
He's got
Hiko wins
30
this,
seconds. He
but
also has the ultimate. The
very
problem is you
expensive
have to
for
somehow
TSM.
sneak
Very
on the site,
expensive.
Get the spike down and then stay alive long enough to be able to use your Hunter Fury.
What?
He's got no free
Are
way
you-
Hiko does this
I
again. He
didn't like the
drops
way they
things
played
down to
that.
a
Why are they
1v1.
not double
Daps
holding that?
Looking for the swing. He
don't know.
spotted Cutler, so he has a great idea.
No
Oh my
fucking
fucking-
way,
Hiko does
dude.
it again. Are
You need to
kidding
stop
me?
caster
Bro.
cursing.
What?
You need to stop caster cursing.
I'm sorry that TSM can't play the situation correctly. Okay,
No,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I hated the way
That was
they
terrible.
played that.
You
Yeah.
can't, bro. They're giving. That was nice by Hiko. That was
Yeah.
nice. That was nice. I mean,
Also was bad. The reason that he's able to do that is because TSM is giving it to him. He's so good, but TSM also fucked up. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm just saying, it's gonna be a great birthday for Hiko tomorrow. 31.
It's his birthday tomorrow?
Yep, 31 tomorrow.
Happy early birthday to Heeks. That was fucking crazy. Great play by them, but TSM in the end there in that 2v1 played it incorrectly.
Wow. They just
But
you gotta make Hiko work for it. You gotta.
called in the beginning, you said it was a tilter round. You saw it with Hayes, even though he went big for 4. It counts for nothing when everyone's on full tilt. It was a tilter round. You were right.
I mean, you could tell with the strat that TSM tried to do there. There was no strat. They just said, "Fuck it, let's fight mid," and it should have been over for TSM way easier. But Hiko just cleaned it up.